In the heart of Yoruba land, a storm brews, not of rain or thunder, but of conflict between the most powerful Orishas. Ogun, the master of Aeon, feels the tremors of unrest. His heart, forged in the fires of battle, senses the challenge from his rival, Sango. Oya, the goddess of winds and change, watches the skies darken with conflict. Torn between her loyalty to Sango and her respect for Ogun, she is caught in a tempest of emotions. In the sacred grove, the Orishas gather, their faces grave with the knowledge that war is coming. Sango and Ogun meet on the battlefield, the earth with the anticipation of their first clash. The earth trembles beneath their feet as they prepare for war. Abatala, the wise and peace-loving father of the Orishas, pleads with Sango and Ogun to end their quarrel before it destroys the Yoruba land. But peace is not to be. The war begins with a thunderous roar as Sango and Ogun clash with the fury of gods. Oya, turned by the sight of destruction, decides to intervene, her winds howling with the force of a hurricane. Despite Oya's efforts, the battle rages on, the land itself crying out in pain as the Orisha's power tears it apart. Abatala, in a moment of divine clarity, receives a vision of the destruction that will come if the war continues. He knows he must act quickly. Oya's heart is torn as she watches the devastation. Her love for Sango is deep, but her respect for Ogun and the need for peace weighs heavily on her. In a moment of desperation, Sango unleashes his full power, determined to end the conflict once and for all. But his actions have unintended consequences. The earth trembles and cracks under the force of Sango's attack, causing a massive chasm to open up in the middle of the battlefield. Both sides are thrown into chaos. Ogun, seeing the devastation, realizes that the war must end. His pride wounded, but his heart heavy with the burden of leadership, he decides to seek peace. Oya, witnessing the destruction, makes one final plea to both Sango and Ogun to end the conflict before it consumes them all. Sango and Ogun stand face to face, their weapons still in hand. The world seems to hold its breath, waiting to see who will make the first move. Just as tensions reach their peak, Obatala steps forward, his voice calm but commanding, reminding them of their duty to the Yoruba people. Ogun, with a heavy heart, lowers his weapon and offers peace. Sango hesitates, his pride warring with his sense of duty. After a long, tense moment, Sango finally lowers his axe, accepting Ogun's offer. The war is over, but the scars remain. The battlefield is quiet now, but the land bears the scars of the Orishas conflict. The Yoruba people must now begin the long process of healing. Oya, standing on the edge of the battlefield, reflects on the choices made and the lives lost. She knows that the winds of change will continue to blow, but peace has been restored, for now. Abatala gathers the remaining Orishas, imparting wisdom and urging them to remember the cost of their conflict. He reminds them that they are guardians of the Yoruba people, not their destroyers. With the conflict behind them, the Yoruba people begin to rebuild their homes and their lives, guided by the Orishas who have vowed to protect them. Sango and Oya find solace in each other's arms, their bond strengthened by the trials they have faced. They know that together, they can weather any storm. Ogun, though still bearing the weight of the conflict, finds peace in the knowledge that he has done what is right. He forgives Sango, and they vow to work together to protect their people. To celebrate the end of the conflict, the Yoruba people hold a grand festival, honoring the Orishas and the peace they have restored. It is a time of joy and unity. Oya, as the goddess of winds and change, blesses the land with gentle rains, ensuring a bountiful harvest and a prosperous future for the Yoruba people. The Orishas come together and make a solemn pact to never again allow their pride to lead to such destruction. They vow to protect the Yoruba land and its people above all else. As the sun rises on a new day, the Yoruba people and the Orishas look to the future with hope, knowing that they have overcome great challenges and emerged stronger. The story of the Orisha War is told for generations, a reminder of the strength, wisdom, and unity that the Yoruba people and their gods possess. It is a legacy of resilience and the enduring power of peace. Don't forget to hit the subscription button and subscribe to African Entertainment YouTube channel for more African-based content.